Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and he's all about options. That's what you're always saying. I got options. I got options. What are the options?
The options are to get the equity out of your house at the most cost-effective way that's going to save you the most amount of money, paying off credit cards, home improvement, whatever you want to do.
And that's one of the reasons you would use the Richard Toccato Companies instead of a bank, because they give you so many options. And it all starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
They say there are only two things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Possibly just as disturbing is the fact that this is not the only type of story like this that we've had this year. Now, when we had the first one, everybody was like, "Oh my God, I've never heard of this." Now we've heard of it, and it's happened again. This one may be a little bit more severe, though, for the patient in this emergency procedure that we've got. This is from VietnamNews.vn, which is one of my favorite sites.
Okay.
I mean, if you go looking for me somewhere, just like go to a quiet corner and peer into that corner and say, well, I bet he's over there looking at VietnamNews.vn.
.vn.
That's where I'll be. It's a 31-year-old Indian man from India, arrived in Vietnam. Of course, he said good morning. No matter how badly he was feeling from being sick, he did have to say good morning when he got to Vietnam. The hospital had to perform an emergency surgery on this man because he had severe abdominal pain. And when the hospital obtained the patient's medical history, it was revealed that at around 12 p.m., July 27th, he had inserted a large eel into his anus.
Ooh, an eel.
The patient was immediately examined, underwent imaging tests and ultrasound. X-ray images showed a radiopaque skeleton lying horizontally in the abdominal cavity from left to right.
The entire eel made it.
Yeah, it was up in there, nestled amongst his intestines.
Oh.
Let's see. I can't pronounce the guy's name, but he's the head of the surgery. Stated that the hospital had promptly arranged a team of endoscopy experts to perform a colonoscopy in the attempt to remove the foreign object from the anus. Oh, and then it got worse.
It got worse.
Oh, they were unable to reach the eel via the anus. And with the patient's pain increasing, the team decided to perform emergency surgery. Upon opening the abdomen, the doctors discovered a live eel approximately in the patient's abdominal cavity. The doctor said the eel had bitten through the patient's rectum and colon to escape into the abdominal cavity.
Yikes.
65 centimeters is 25 inches. Mm-hmm. So that eel was just over 2 feet long.
Yeah.
And it ate its way out of his anus into his stomach.
Yeah, through the rectum and the colon.
I don't usually get queasy when you talk through these kind of stories, but I'm not feeling good right now.
After removing the eel, the doctors also extracted lemon through the anus.
What?
A lemon?
So he had put, maybe that was bait for the eel to go up in there to get the lemon.
Well, hang on, let me do some more Google.
Upon checking for no other foreign objects, the perforation in the rectum and colon was sutured. However, due to the high contamination of the rectum and the presence of fecal matter in the abdominal cavity, the doctors decided to create a colostomy to prevent stuff from passing through the newly sutured perforation. According to the doctors, many, especially young men, have a tendency to seek unusual sensations through using sex toys. They had previously performed surgeries to remove various objects through patients' anuses, such as a wind oil bottles, glass cups, and adult toys. However, this is the first case involving a live animal, specifically an eel, being inserted into the rectum and causing perforation. Eels can survive in anaerobic conditions for a long time and have the ability to bite through the gastro tract. Therefore, people should never. Okay, here we go. This is what I was looking for.
Okay.
The warning. People should never insert live animals through the anus to seek intense. See, no reason to continue the sentence.
Stop.
You could have stopped at anus. If you did feel the need to have the sentence to warn people, which obviously you do.
Yeah.
People should never insert live animals through the anus, period. But they went on with, to seek intense sensations due to the unforeseeable consequences. So, sorry to mess up y'all's afternoon plans. But so then there's a picture of the eel, and it's a lime. They called it a lemon, but it's a lime. We call it lime. And I don't think there's anything gross looking about this at all.
This is graphic. Whoa, that's a huge eel.
Oh, that is
Lime for
shocking. He can get that in him.
But I wonder how long the lime has been there. Because it didn't say that they were put in there at the same time.
This margarita stinks.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that though. Before the eel goes in, he still has to let me cut this lime up and get this up in there.
They didn't even cut it up.
Yeah, they didn't even cut it up. It's a whole lime.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
What? I didn't have a knife.
How does that even?
What was I gonna do?
How does that even happen?
I hate it here.
Yeah.
But they do want to make sure everybody knows that the eel was not hurt and was released back into the wild.
What? For real?
No, but I'm surprised that people aren't looking at that being the most important part of the story.
Well, that eel shouldn't have to suffer because this guy's a freak.
But who said the eel didn't like it?
If it ate through his ass into his stomach, that eel did not want to be there. It's like, get me out. I'm going to eat through the line.
Going, this feels great in here.
Yeah, I love
stayed
it.
for a while.
Those are some of the creepiest images to me, like a snake-like, worm-like creature that has suction on the very end and teeth. You know, when they make those, I think there's that new Alien movie now has a creature like that. It looks like it's got teeth just right coming out of the top of its head. Those things always creep me out.
Man.
But who told him this? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Somebody had to have told him, you know what you need to do? What feels really good
Dark web.
is getting an eel about, how long was it, Ace?
2 feet.
2 feet long.
Just over 2 feet long. 2 feet 1
Now, you
inch.
got to get him to go up in there. So they love lime. We call them lemons in Vietnam. You put it in there, he'll go get it. And while he's trying to track that thing down, ooh, man.
That's the thing. What is
You talking about, that's a utopia. Euphoric.
And it got all the way in there. 2 feet.
Yeah.
It's disturbing on so many levels. Put a whole sushi restaurant up his ass. Got limes and eels and rice.
What are his kids' friends going to say?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, somebody finds that.
But he's from India, but he went to Vietnam for this. So maybe they won't find out back home in India.
He traveled over there?
That's what it seems like, because this was be like a sex tour. How do people go to those countries for sex tourism, right?
The Vietnamese is like, we don't know anything about that. Well, you can take that back to India.
No, you get that's some. Where do people go when they with the drug stuff? That country that people go to when
Amsterdam?
Amsterdam. Yeah, that's some Amsterdam crap. Not Vietnam.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.
Our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you know you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call. 704-800-4719. 704-800-4719 or online at homewithrich.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.